Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We're back with another What Sold. But first off, big shout out to all the fathers out there. Thank you guys. Being a father is awesome. I'm super blessed to be the father of my two boys, Zane and Noah. You guys have probably seen them running around in the video or me shooting a little clip of them while they're here. So they are my blessing, definitely. They're the reason why I'm doing all this, to be honest. All the reselling stuff is for my family to make some extra money, to kind of give them the life that I kind of want the family to have and just have things that, may not be able to have if we just were working the one job. So definitely why I'm doing all this. So I appreciate them. I appreciate all the people who have been in my life and, and kind of a father role, my grandpas, my father-in-law now, super supportive and definitely supportive of the reselling business. You guys have probably heard him mention he actually goes with me when I go to storage unit guy sales. So definitely appreciate him and always being there and just, finding a way to support something that's passionate to me. And it's kind of reselling is kind of crazy. So I appreciate him just, taking an interest in it. And also a big shout out to my dad. I don't know if he's actually watching right now, but if he is, Dad, I love you. I appreciate all you've done for me because you've made me a better man, hopefully a better husband and a better dad as well. Learned a lot from you. I appreciate all the support, the love, unconditionally, even sometimes when I probably was a pain in the butt. I appreciate you always being there, making time. And I didn't really always probably appreciate or realize all the work and effort you put into providing for us. Probably took some of that for granted, but now as a dad, I look back and I'm even more appreciative of all those things you did and all the sacrifices you make as a parent. Parents just make them. You don't realize it when you're a kid growing up. But I appreciate it. I love you. And hope you have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'm talking to you today at some point too, if you're ever watching this after the fact. But anyway, there's a little couple of changes in the video though, guys. There is one part where the video got corrupted, so I'm doing something different. So just bear with me. And that's actually going to happen in the future for a couple of weeks because we lost some other content. But hopefully you guys can bear through. The sales are there. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Hey everyone, we're back with the sales for Monday. 5 to show you guys. We have this cassette, Genocide and Juice, from the Big Rap cassette lot. This one sold for 25 shipped. Got a pretty cool blue colored tape there. Here's an iPod Touch 5th generation. This one is actually broken for parts, but it's still sold for 22 shipped. Here's a DVD, Tyler Perry. Didn't think this would be valuable, but it actually sold for 8 shipped. It's Laugh to Keep from Crying. This one just goes in a bubble mailer and goes media mail. Here's a book from the Big Rock lot. This is the guitar anthology series for Creedence Clearwater Revival. This one sold for 17 shipped. And lastly, some Holmes filters. They're the same filter, just different box, and they ended up selling for 35 shipped. Paid $4 for these at a garage sale. Everyone, final 2 sales from Monday. This is a Garfield, like Halloween style shirt. Size extra large, but it does have a hole and like a little stain in it. I got this for $3 at an estate, so I just thought it looked really cool. It's had a lot of watchers for like ever, but with the damage, that's really what hurt it. It ended up selling for 18 shipped. I think it had like 14 watchers or something, so quite a bit, but happy to get rid of it for 18 shipped on the best offer. And this is a Disneyland like a baseball style shirt, size medium, but it's got a tear here. This was $1 at a garage, so I saw the tear on this one when I bought. I bought a bunch of Disney stuff. It was $1 a piece, so I just kind of grabbed it all. This one ended up selling for 16 shipped on the best offer. This one probably would have went for at least 25, I would think, if I would have not had that damage there. It easily could have sold for that, but we're happy to get it out of here. Again, it was only $1. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We're back with a different angle here. I lost the footage for Tuesday somehow, not sure how. I do know I lost some footage for some future videos, almost like 3 weeks worth. I formatted a hard drive, and I have a dual hard drive on my laptop, and I formatted the wrong one. So unfortunately lost some of that footage, so there'll be more of my face and screenshots for those. I'll still keep doing the sales because I do think it's beneficial for you guys to see the items that sell. I don't want to miss out on a whole day or even a week worth of sales that you guys might be able to get something out of and kind of track how things are going for me. So I'll still show them. It just won't be as cool to have the actual item as well as the screenshot. You'll be stuck with just the screenshot. But hopefully you can take my word for it that these things did sell. And again, I have the screenshot as proof if anyone questions that. So we're going to get into it right now. I will probably be looking away at the computer while it's going because I've kind of timed all this so that way I can look on the screen and see what it is. So just bear with me if I'm looking away. I'm looking at the screen to see what's coming next. But the first item that ended up selling, this is a book from the Rock and Roll by the Too Much Too Soon by New York Dolls. Sold for 10 shipped. This goes in a bubble mailer for $2.80 or something like that. Good deal. This is a Sunbeam blanket control. Sold for 25 shipped. Paid a couple bucks. It goes in a padded flat rate shipping. Here is a Mathmania DVD. This one sold for $6. Goes media mail as well. Then we're rolling with the classic football here by Mattel. This is not the really old one. It's from 2000. Sold for 45, shipped on the best offer. Had it at 55, I think, or something like that. And then it cost about $8 to ship it priority. We also sold this Guyver DVD from the Rock and Roll Buy. Paid $1. This one sold overnight for 25 shipped. Great deal there. Excuse me. Also ended up selling the Suzuki Climber manual. This one sold for 20 shipped. Paid $2. So great deal there. And then here's another thing that I really love, these Walt Disney Classic Collection Disney figures. This one sold for 240 shipped. It's from the $1,200 statue buy and figures and all that, fairies. This one sold for 240, went to Florida for about $18 shipping, FedEx with insurance. Really happy, got good feedback. This is a pack of Brother ink, paid $2 at a garage sale. The box was open, but the ink was sealed. It sold for 18 shipped and goes out first class. Here is a Black & Decker little charger. Look out for these chargers, guys. Sold for 15 bucks, not a whole lot, but it goes first class. Easy sale, easy packing, and people are always looking for them. Some Batula by Birkenstocks. These were 11 or 12 bucks at a Goodwill in Florida. We were on vacation. Ended up selling for 40 shipped. I think they went out first class too. They were super light. Here's a VHS from the Rock and Roll Buy. This is The Cure. This one sold for 18 shipped, and again, it sold almost overnight, which I was surprised for that VHS. Here's some HP ink. Got this for free from one of my friends. Sold for 20 shipped. It's part of that big free HP ink buy. Here's a Nas Illmatic cassette from the Hip Hop cassette buy. We paid 20 bucks. We sold a bunch of cassettes. That one took a best offer of 60 shipped. This item is kind of weird. I paid $1 for it. It sold for 35, which is a great turnaround on these Leap stuff. You can sell just the books and the pen. The weird thing is while I was at the sale, the husband, I guess, came home, and I was talking to the wife about this and making sure it worked. He seemed to be real agitated that I was talking with her, asked if I knew her before and how long, I was planning, or how long I'd been there or whatever at the sale for. It was just kind of super awkward. I think he was a little jealous that something might be going on, but I was just trying to buy stuff to resell. So, anywho, Dungeons & Dragons Player's Handbook. This was from my uncle. Ended up selling that one for 60 shipped, 59 shipped, something like that, which is pretty good. Some PS2 memory cards, they sold for 15 shipped. I always lot them up and then sell them in lots. Even the little black ones can sell too. If you can get like 4 of them, about 20 bucks. And then this P90X sold for 50 shipped. That's from the Goodwill buy. So we're going back now, hopefully till Wednesday's sale, guys, and just bear with me with this, but we'll go back to the regular programming. Take care. Hey everyone, we're back with the What Sold for Wednesday. A bunch of sales to show you. This is Fallout 3 Game of the Year Collector's Edition. This one came out of the Shop Goodwill auction buy. I ended up paying $34 for a bunch of manuals for video games, and this one sold for 68 shipped. It's going international, so a pretty good deal there. It was the first one of the manuals to sell. This is an old Webster's Dictionary, and I think it's thesaurus as well. There's two. It's like a 2-volume set here. It's very old. I think from like 1940 or something like that. These were part of a $10 buy of a bunch of old books, and they sold for 34 shipped. These are some Onitsuka Tiger shoes. I think like an Asics type shoe. These were a part of the Rock and Roll buy. They were just a pair of shoes that were thrown in, and I ended up selling them on a best offer. There's some wear there on the bottom, but 40 shipped on those. They're in good enough shape to be used, but they do need a little bit of a cleaning. Here's a PS3. It has a broken HDMI port, but the AV RCA cable does work fine. It does have a Jordan logo on here. I didn't take that off, but that sold for like 48 or 49 shipped. You can usually get more than that if the HDMI port works. Here is a little Furby Buddy. It's one of the little baby Furbies. This one, I sold one already for 50 shipped, like a green colored one. And this one also sold for 50. You can see the original price tag was $7. So that was back in like 99, but it sold for 50 shipped just for a little Furby. Here's some Beanie Boos. You can kind of probably have heard of them before, but they have these like weird looking eyes. If you find these, I lotted all these up. They were in in a bag at Goodwill with a bunch of plush for $5.99. And I picked up these and a bunch of other plush. I lotted these together and they sold for like 22 shipped. They're probably going to end up going for like $8 to ship them. They're going to be over £1, but it was a way to squeeze a couple extra bucks out of that plush buy. And I actually bought it for a different set of plush, which hasn't sold yet. Here's a Newtone ventilation fan. Its box is open, but it is brand new. I bought 2 of these at a garage sale from a guy for $10 each, and the first one I think sold for 60. This one ended up selling for 50. The price ended up coming down a little bit, but 50 shipped on that. It'll probably cost like 14 to ship it, so plenty of room for some profit there. This is one of my oldest listings. This is a Dolphins quarter zip like pullover sweater. This one ended up selling for 17 shipped. It's a horrible listing. The photo's not that good. It's like I said, it's one of my oldest ones, and it sold for 17 shipped. It'll probably go in a padded flat rate. Here is a military size small, which isn't the greatest size to sell. Kind of camo shirt here, the woodland camo. This one sold for 22 shipped, which is pretty much the best I'm able to get for this size. I've sold 3 of these. I had 3 of them. They finally all sold for 22 shipped each. Here is a KitchenAid KFP 600 little mini bowl for a food processor. This one ended up selling for like 20 shipped. It'll go first class. I've sold most of the other pieces already. This one was the one that took the longest to sell. A bunch of media, Elite Beat Agents for Nintendo DS, sold for like 16 shipped. This is from that $5 VHS buy that I had. It's Juice. The VHS is brand new sealed. This one sold for 25 shipped. This Cowboy Bebop is some anime books that were in a big buy from Storage Unit Guy. I just kind of threw them in the pile. 1, 3, and 4, and 5. It's missing number 2. These sold on the best offer of 25 shipped. Hot Shots Golf. 2 of them for PS2. These ones sold for like 14 shipped or something like that. They'll still go first class. Some other media here. This is from the cassette buy. This is Mikren, The Villain in Black. This one sold for 10 shipped just for the cassette. The Notorious B.I.G. Ready to Die CD sold for 17 shipped or something like that. I just sold a Tupac CD yesterday, so kind of crazy to sell Notorious B.I.G. next. I've sold a lot of these CDs. A lot of people seem to like the old rap ones, so look out for those. And then I sold 4 Key Sweat CDs right here. These ones sold for like 14 shipped. Not as much, but still a good deal for 4 CDs that are going to go media mail. Here's one of those cameras. I sold 5 of them before to one buyer for 34 each, and then he bought them all. We didn't realize I had 6 of them, so I listed this one, and it sold for 45 shipped, the full price sale. And lastly, I sold 3 Littlest Pet Shops. These sold, the 2 little dogs were together in one lot, and the other one was a separate listing, and they sold for 30 shipped for all 3 of them. These Littlest Pet Shops have done awesome. That's it, guys. I'll see you in the next clip. Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. We are back with another What Sold. So this is the What Sold for Thursday. Pretty good day. A lot of smaller, lower dollar sales, or at least nothing really huge, but some of these is pretty good. And I have something to say. I actually have somebody has asked to have me track my buys better and kind of give a total for what's sold. I have my own spreadsheet, but I don't always track like in the video how much I've sold so far out of that buy. So I did write it all down for the recent rock and roll buy, and we'll kind of go over that, and hopefully we'll keep pace with that. So we have a couple sales from that buy. This is a Chitlin Circuit book. This sold for 9 shipped. It's a former library book, but got 9 shipped for that. This Tom Petty DVD sold for 24 shipped. Sold within like 2 days, really quickly. This is another CD from that lot, Elvis Costello. This one sold within about a day or two for $9.99. Polaroid Platinum film sold for Polaroid Platinum 600 film sold for $14.99. This one is expired, but it still ended up selling. The Bleach for PS3 sold for I think $21.99, something like that. I listed mine a little high and it finally sold. A Snoop Dogg cassette from the big cassette buy sold for $10. The Dogfather. These are 2 guitar pedals. They are also from the big rock and roll buy. I ended up spending a total of $735 in total for all the rock and roll stuff. The second portion of that was a bunch of these pedals and some other Beatles stuff. This one sold for 44 shipped, and this one sold for I think 30 shipped. And then I have a couple more to sell. One of my friends tested these, so they do work. Here's a Grand Theft Auto manual. This one sold for 15 shipped. Grand Theft Auto 5. These are 3 sets of the same ink. They expired in 2017, but it's a black and a tricolor set for the HP60 ink. $20 each for those. Here's a Minecraft Story Mode disc. This sold for like 10 shipped, disc only. This one always sells for me. Here is a TDK CDR 100 pack. Some damage to the packaging, but it's still sealed. This was $2 at a garage sale, and it sold for 28 shipped. It ends up going pirate ship usually. It's pretty heavy, but kind of a smaller size. Some Dr. Scholl's work shoes. These ones ended up selling for 25 shipped on the best offer. They've sold once before, but got returned because the person bought the wrong size, they said. These ones ended up selling again for 25 shipped. And then this cross-stitch kit here, this Columbia Minerva one. It's Cheyenne Chief. This one sold for I think 25 shipped, something like that. I paid $1 for it at a garage sale. And then here is the update on the rock and roll buy so far. These are most of these sales you've already seen, but we've added the final ones there at the end. The Tom Petty, the $29.99 for that pedal right there. The total is now $501.74. That's it, and I'll see you guys in the next clip. Everyone, back with the final sales from Thursday. Sold a Samsung remote. This is the 00092A. This one sold for $10 shipped. This is an Aaliyah 1 in a Million CD right here. I think both of these actually came from the haul I did where I showed all the Bible books, and I got all the hip hop and rap and kind of pop CDs or whatever I guess you'd call them. This one sold for like 28 shipped, which is a pretty good one. And this came actually from the Rock and Roll Buy, which was in a box that I had bought, this Green Gobbler drain opening packs. And this one's brand new, and it sold for 16 shipped. Not going to make a bunch on it, but it was brand new, so I figured we'll go ahead and list it and make a few bucks.